Hallo und herzlich willkommen zu einer weiteren Folge Fate Stay Night Remastered in der Unlimited Bladeworks Timeline. So, wir haben ja jetzt mal den Unterricht zusammen mit Toastaka geschwänzt auf dem Dach. Yay. Läuft. Fifth period is about to end. Toastaka finished explaining things to me, so I asked her about Shinji, since he is also from a family of mages. Hey Toastaka, did you know that Shinji's family, the Mato family, is a family of mages?
知ってたわ。けどマトウ家はここ数十年で衰退したって父さんが言ってた。今のマトウ家には魔術師としての血脈はないって。それは本当。だからシンジがマスターになったって聞いて驚いたけど。
Oh, so she did know. Of course, she supervises this land, so she knows all the families with a mage history. She should know that Shinji is the master. Wait, hold on. Tosaga, you knew that Shinji was the master too?
ごめん。私も今朝知ったのよ。シンジがマスターになるわけないって鷹をくくってたのが裏目に出たみたい。
Tosaga says if it's nothing. However, something is off. She was searching for the third master at school, yet she doesn't seem to consider Shinji as a problem at all. Tosaga, Shinji is a master, right?
けど別にどうってことないでしょ。シンジ自身に魔力はないんだし、そう大それたことはできないわ。
Es gibt andere Wege.
私たちの敵は学校に潜んでいるマスターだもの。シンジはマスターとしての気配もないし、私たちが探している相手とは別物よ。
Wie gesagt, es gibt andere Wege. So does it mean there are actual four masters at our school?
そうなるんじゃない？まあ、シンジにはおとなしくしておけって言ったから邪魔されることはないでしょうけど。
Another statement that bothers me. Wait, first of all, how did Tosaga find out that Shinji is a master? Tosaga, can you tell me more about what happened this morning?
詳しくも何もシンジの方から話しかけてきたのよ。僕もマスターになったから二人で手を組まないかって。
I'm starting to get a bad feeling about this, but I can't stop her now. So what happened after that?
続きも何も当然断ったわ。だっていうのにあいつしつこく食い下がってくるんだもの。ついシローがいるからマトウ君はいらないって言っちゃった。
Oh. Tosaga laughs recalling it. That must be the reason why Shinji was acting so strange. However, so what are you going to do about Shinji? Are you going to let him be? He is the one who set up the bounded field around school, right?
Huh?
Tosaga freezes. I knew it. She didn't notice that Shinji was the one who set up the bounded field. You're wrong, Tosaga. It's true that Shinji isn't a mage, but he set up that bounded field. I'm sure he has a servant that excels in magecraft like Caster. Tosaga grows pale. Tosaga, you didn't notice?
あの結界がサーバントによるものだって気がついてたけど。
She couldn't make the connection with Shinji. I recall how Tosaga was acting until now. I bet she was so worried about last night's incident that she couldn't think about Shinji. This might be the biggest mistake she has made in her life.
まずい。下手したらシンジのやつ。
Yup. Tosaga gets up instantly and glares at the exit. At that instant. Yup. Blood castle. The abnormality around the school openly reveals itself with perfect timing.
結界
The sky is tinted red. Stagnant, red air immediately begins suffocating everything within the school grounds. It won't affect mages who can cycle magical energy through their body to ward off this effect, but normal people will pass out, and if enough time goes by, they will die. Tosaga.
わかってる。急ぐわよ、シロ。
Red surrounds everything in the school. The hallway red as blood. The air red as blood. Thick air sticks to my skin and creates that sense that this is all just one horrible dream. Disgust threatens to rip itself out through my lips. Like coolant, I try to force reasonable controlled thoughts through my confused and heated brain. I break for the classroom closest to the stairs on the 4th floor. Tosaka stops for a second, hesitant to enter this disastrous scene. Oof. I know how she feels. I don't like it any more than she does. They're still alive, it's not too late to save them. I check the near student for their pulse and breathing. There's not a conscious person left in this classroom. The students who were sitting in their seats and the teacher and the podium are all lying on the floor. Most of the students are unconscious, limp, and their eyes are clouded over. The few others, a small handful of students, had more unusual reactions. Their skin is congealing. As if scorched by cold flame, their skin is stripped of all vitality and shines in the eerie light like melted wax. Tosaka is breathless before this scene of disaster. We have no time. To get to the bottom of this as fast as possible, Ich denke, ich sollte selber rufen. That's the best choice we have. As soon as these servants set up the bonnet field, I just need to call for Cedric. Tosaka, I'm calling for Saber. Teach me how to use the command spell.
ちょっと待って。セイバーを呼ぶなら私も。
You used this yesterday, so it's my turn now. You can call Archer if calling Saber isn't enough, so how do I use it?
左手に意識を固めて。目はつむった方がいい。頭の中で自分の霊樹の形をイメージして、スルッと紐解くだけでいいわ。もちろん、解くときは命令をしながらよ。
I close my eyes. I can't take my time. So I clear my thoughts as much as possible. Concentrate on my second command spell. I'm counting on you. Come, Saber. And release the second mark. The back of my left hand burns. Simultaneously, a sudden mass forms. A knight in silver emerges from a space dissolved next to me. Saber.
召喚に応じ参上しました。マスター、状況は霊樹を使うほどのことなのですね。
It's just as it looks. The servant set up a bounded field. I want you to eliminate her as soon as possible.
承知しました。確かに、このフロアにサーバントの気配を感じます。
このフロア ?4 階にいるっていうの？サーバントが。
間違いありません。ミン、それが何か。
ああ、セイバーの感知なら確かだろうけど、それはおかしいのよ。結界の起点は1階から感じられる。サーバントの気配を感知するのはサーバントであるセイバーのが優れてるでしょうけど、こと魔術の痕跡に関しては私だって負けてない。
Are you saying that the servant is on this floor even though they set up the field on this first floor, Tosaka?
断定はできないけど、私はそう感じてるわ。この結界の起点は1階にあるんだって。
So we have to choose between the two, huh? If since they place the servant on this floor, then one must definitely be a trap. If we make the wrong choice, we will be sacrificing everybody in the school.
リン、アーチャーはどうしたのです？彼がいるのなら、もう少し確かな判別ができる。
それがあいつ、呼んでも答えないの。この結界、完全に内と外を遮断してる。霊樹を使うか、あいつがこっちの異常を感知して駆けつけてくる以外ないわ。
Tosaka and Saber glare at each other. This isn't the place for it, though. Think. Tosaka has lost her composure. The best thing we can do right now is... Alright, I will go search the first floor. I feel bad for leaving the servant to Saber alone, but she should be able to fight by herself. Saber, I will leave the servant to you. You can handle it on your own.
無論です。では指導は
I will hurry down to the first floor with Tosaka. It would be dangerous by myself, but I should be fine with her. Besides, she's the one that can detect much energy. Let's go.
ええ、当然よ。言われなくても一人で行くつもりだったわ。
It has decided. So now.
何してんのよ。椅子の足なんて折って正気？
We should be armed, right? I can only use strength training, so I need something. I spring the leg of the chair I broke off. It's like I'm recreating what happened that one time with Tosaka. My success rate seems to be going up as I easily manage this time. So I grab another leg just in case.
シロ、外に微弱な気配がします。 どうやら包囲されたようです。
Surrounded by what?
わかりかねます。ですが、外に出て確認するだけの話です。
You're right. Can you take the lead?
無論、あなたの盾となるのが私の使命ですから。
Saber jumps out into the hallway. Let's go, Tosaka. We will press on the first floor. What the hell? The instant we go out in the hallway, we find out what is surrounding us. Are those bones? Puppets made out of inhuman bones swarm from the other side of the hallway. Tosaka, what are those?
ゴーレム、使い魔の類でしょ。いいからこっち。あいつらはセイバーが引き受けてくれるってば。あんなの何体いようがセイバーの敵じゃない。
Oh, sorry, Saber. I run to the stairs. The sound of Saber crushing the strange bone puppets echoes through the hall behind me. We go down the stairs. It's not far from the fourth floor to the first. However, damn you. I smash the bone dolls blocking my way with the chair leg in my hand. This is the third one already. Maybe it is because of the horrible state of the place, but I don't even care about the violence overtaking us. My mind has gone numb. Hatred, fear, sadness, cowardice. All of it has locked up in my brain. The only thing I can think of is to make it to the first floor. I will just keep on swinging these two weapons in my hand just like him. Oh, no you don't. I mow down the fourth body of bones. The bone puppets that tried to attack Tosaka from one side crumbles as it crashes into the wall. Hey, are you okay, Tosaka? Good, she is fine. Der Blick ist super. Where's the origin of the field?
すぐそこ。あそこの教室。
Tosaka points at the room about 10 meters ahead. There are a few more bone puppets that follow us down the stairs, but we don't have the time to deal with them. I parry the attacking sword with the weapon in my right hand. Then slash the exposed body with the weapon in my left. The fifth bone at the first crumbles. But they just keep coming. There's still more than 10 of them swarming the hallway. Damn it, they're persistent. When will you guys run out? I retreat a bit. The chair legs in my hand are worn down. Even though I strengthened them, they are originally just stainless steel. I don't know if they can take one more attack.
シロ、下がって。
Huh? I'm surprised, but I retreat like I'm told. At that instant, Tosaka jumps out in front of me as if tagging in, and throws a gem at the bone creatures. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. My vision goes wide. Was that some kind of release incantation? There are no sign of destruction in the hallway, and only the scattered remains of the bones figures are there.
ありがとう。助かったわ。トパーズなんてめったに使わないから用意するのに時間がかかって。正直、エミヤくんがいなかったら数で押されてた。
She drops her shoulders in relief, but she only does so for an instant and glares at the classroom.
行きましょう。あそこにシンジがいるはずよ。
Tosaka runs to our destination. I follow her and step inside the red classroom. This is absolute hell. The air filling the classroom cannot be called a gas anymore. The vaporized blood dyes in the eyes of onlookers like pain. I hear voices of anguish from all directions. This is the source of the bounded field, the place where absorption is strongest. The students collapsed on the floor are entirely different to the students on the fourth floor. The groans that I hear are just my imagination. The fainted students have pale faces and are still as wax figures. Tosaka just gazes at the scene, her legs shaking. A clicking sound. It must be to suppress her emotion. Tosaka chatters her teeth as she beholds his horrors. She lifts her shaking leg and moves forward. Between the desks, there is one clearly animated person. Sitting hunched among the foreign students, Shinji Mato looks up at Tosaka.
シンジ、あんた。
A stern voice. He must have reacted to that. Shinji lets out a strangled cry and clambers away from Tosaka.
言い訳は聞かないわよ。あんたがやったことの代償はどんなことをしても払わせてやる。
Tosaka approaches Shinji.
違う。僕じゃない。
He shakes his head violently and backs up to the wall.
僕じゃない？よくもそんなことを言えたものね。いいから今すぐ結界を解きなさい。解かないって言うんならその顔吹っ飛ばしてでも。
違う。だから違う。僕じゃないんだ。殺したのは僕じゃない。
Stranger and stranger. Shinji flies from Tosaka, but not really. He's looking at the floor at our feet. Why there? I look down. The only thing there are the students lying unconscious on the floor. Other than that, there's nothing else. Tosaka. I call to her and point. A stunned voice. Her anger towards Shinji turns to confusion. The moment she sees the thing lying on the floor, the animosity fades. My breathing catches. The thing collapsed on the floor is completely dead. Long purple hair. The woman in black, the servant who attacked me, Ryder.
死んでる。
Tosaka's voice is flat emotionless.
だから僕じゃない。僕がやったんじゃない。結界を起こして誰も動かなくなったのに、ライダーはあいつに。
The servant in black, Ryder, was killed with one blow. What kind of weapon was it? How was she killed? Only one blow against the servant. It was a single strike to the neck, which was ripped to pieces. I can't imagine how that happened. She must have been caught by surprise, but the enemy must have been skilled to sever her spine in one blow. No, it was more than severed. It is as if her head was set in a vice, and then her neck was twisted, muscle and bone and all. Ryder disappears. At the same time, the red world fades away. It seems like the field was set up by the servant after all. However,
シンジ、これをやったのは誰？
Shinji inspects to the hallway, cornered by Tosaka.
言ったでしょ？学校にはもう一人マスターがいるって。その忠告を無視して騒ぎを起こしたあんたの落ち度よ。どうやらサーバントを見殺しにして生き残ったみたいだけど、相手の顔を見たんなら次はあんたの番よ。
そんなことあるもんか。僕にはもうサーバントはいないんだ。マスターじゃないんだから。狙われるのはお前たちだけだろ。
そうね。まあ確かにその通りか。あんたにまだレイジュが残っていようと放っておいても害はないもの。うろちょろして見苦しいかもしれないけど、ハムシじゃ人間は殺せないし。そうね。あんた次第でここで息の根を止めるのは待ってあげる。
ハムシ？僕がハムシ？
害虫に例えなかっただけでもありがたく思いなさい。マトウシンジは魔術師でもなければマスターにもふさわしくないから人畜無害だって言ってやったのよ。で、見たんなら答えなさいよ。今のあんたなんてその程度の価値しかないんだから。
Shinji scrambles back. Tosaka's very presence a threat. Well, I don't even know if she would actually follow through with her threat, but she is seriously angry. She has lost control of herself seeing this nightmare.
さあ、あんたのサーバントを仕留めたのはどんなサーバントだったのよ、シンジ。
知るもんか、マヌケ。怯えるのはお前たちの方だぞ、トサカ。次あいつに狙われるのはお前たちなんだからな。
この
Shinji runs out into the hallway and Tosaka starts to go after him. She stops though. It seems to occur to her that what she has to deal with. No, that's wrong. It's not like it just occurred. She clenched her teeth looking back at the collapsed student body in frustration. Her expression is somewhat typical for her, but her knees are shaking and her eyes are wearing so much that she looks like she's going to cry. I can't tell if she's more angry or sad, but I'm convinced. She has a strong attitude, can do anything, and is a distinguished mage. But deep down she's just a girl that acts her age. It's okay, Tosaka, everyone is still breathing. It's not like it's over.
息があるってみんなに
Yeah, I know it's hard, but look closely, everyone is still alive. The field is gone, so all we have to do now is call for help. So, do we call the ambulance or somewhere else in this case? Should we contact the church if the injury is caused by Magecraft? I ask in a calm voice. It seems like she was finally able to regain her senses. As Tosaka slaps her own face with both hands.
連絡するのは教会でいいわ。きれいに状況を説明すれば、後の手配は全部やってくれる。
Alright, then let's call him right away. Tosaka nods and dashes into the hall. Her destination must be the office. There's a phone there, so she can make a call right away. Das hatte ich irgendwie alles anders im Kopf gehabt, aber vielleicht habe ich da auch wieder Sachen durcheinander gebracht. Gut, aber ich würde dann sagen, dass ich an dem Punkt hier diese Folge beende. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen und bis zum nächsten Mal. Ciao.